Hey guys, Mishrona's here. Guess what? We're talking Vigilant Christian Mario again. Okay, I said last time we were gonna do, Kingsman Secret Service, but we're not doing that this time. You see that title? Yeah, he's talking about video games now. And he put this up yesterday. And I watched it and I was like, okay, forget it. I gotta respond to this. Now before we get started, I will say two things. It says right there it's about 32 minutes long, but only 11 of those actually have Mario in them. The rest is him showcasing someone named Games Exposed, and he has a video on Elder Scrolls. And I'm not going to be responding to that part of the video for two reasons. One, I've only ever played Skyrim, so my knowledge on Elder Scrolls is very limited. The other problem is that the guy's audio is like really low. Like let me see. Let's see if I can demonstrate. Okay, can you hear what I'm saying? I don't know if you can hear what I'm saying. Okay, so chances are you may or may not to hear what I was saying, and even if you could just barely tell what I was saying. Yeah, that's what his audio sounds like. So yeah, I'm not responding to that. But if you guys want to watch that video, I will link to it below in the description. So without further ado, let's get to this video. Also, one more thing before I go on, all the response videos to Mario are not going to be in this face cam reaction format. Unlike, the two videos from Gravity Falls. They will be in the format that I responded to him in my MLP video. Mainly because that one was considerably more popular. Probably because it was a face cam reaction video. But let's stop there and let's get going.
You're here for another edition of Satanic Illuminati Media Exposed. In today's video, I wanted to do an expose on modern day video games and how they are being used to mind control the masses as well as dumb them down. This isn't something I'm too familiar with, but I'll give you a general overview. And also at the end of this video, I have an awesome YouTuber who is beginning a series, and I'll share with you his work and his channel. It's linked up in the description section below, Games Exposed. He does fantastic work, so I highly recommend that you check him out, just because I don't play video games, and I'm not even going to bother getting into it for the purpose of exposing it.
So he's not... You hear that? He's never played video games. And yet he has this video in which he talks about video games, how they're satanic Illuminati mind control bullshit. So yeah, he knows so little about video games, but he's going to talk about them anyway. It's Anita Sarkeesian all over again. But you know what? At least she's actually played video games. Not many, but she's actually played a few. Mario here, he has presumably never played any video games. So, you will talk about a subject that you know nothing about. Describes a lot of stupid people, actually.
It's not something I'm interested
in. Again, you're not interested in it, but you're going to talk about it anyway. Yeah, that's real smart.
Has played games and therefore can speak a little bit more knowledgeably on it. But I definitely can expose the obvious here. This is a method of mind control for the masses.
Not that you know that. You've never played video games. So you're talking out of your ass. Are you people really surprised? Okay, I'm only gonna say that. You never play video games, so don't talk about them. I'm only ever gonna say that one more time, and that'll be the last time. Because honestly, if I keep stopping him over and over to repeat myself, we'd be here all day.
Just going to point out right off the bat here that what happens is horrible side effects to the gamer. There is gaming addiction. They end up overweight. Some people end up losing their careers, their jobs, and everything. So this isn't the case for the majority of people, but it needs to be pointed out. Just like most things, when you overdo it, there are some really negative consequences.
I will agree with you there. If you play video games too much, yeah, that can have some bad side effects. And as you said, it's not the majority of people, but again, I'll go ahead and say this now. He is gonna treat that as the majority. No surprise there.
And the virtual reality of video gaming has sucked people in. They enjoy the fantasy more than the reality and become addicted to their characters and this illusionary reality matrix that they find themselves in.
Okay, why are you calling it a virtual reality and an illusionary matrix? We're not. It's not the fucking Matrix, Mario. We're not literally getting inside a game. That we don't even have that technology. But again, you're comparing it to a virtual reality, like it's again like the Matrix or Star Trek holodeck. It's not. That's not what it is, Mario. But whatever.
So this isn't a good thing. A born-again believer shouldn't want to be trapped or bound by anything. We have freedom in Christ, and we shouldn't have these type of addictions. It is a
I don't know how to respond to that, honestly.
way to dumb us down as well. The thing is, you're not having to think for yourself when you play video games. Video games present images, concepts, storylines, and everything, and you don't need to use your brain. This is all being fed to you.
Again, you've never played video games, but you presume that this is the case. Seriously, shut up. And also, no, in video games, you do have to use your brain to do things. Like, for one thing, they're countless strategy games. You have to use your brain to play those games properly and to progress through those kinds of games. Puzzle games, Portal, Phoenix Wright, Layton. I could go on and on. I could list countless examples of games where you have to use your brain. You can't just turn your brain off and play a game. No, because if you do that, you're not going to do very well in a video game. This thing of turning your brain off and doing nothing, that applies more to movies and TV shows than video games. Because you don't interact with movies or TV or television. But you do interact with video games. And yes, it has been proved, and there are plenty of studies you can find online that do prove that video games can help you out with your, cognition and motor skills.
Before, when you would read a book, you would have to use something that maybe you're not familiar with anymore these days. It's called imagination.
But in video games, you do have to use your imagination. Well, some of them at least. Like, city building games, simulation games. You do have to use a little bit of imagination when making those. Because they're asking you to do everything.
It's using your creative ability and your intellect in order to conceptualize things, which will benefit you in a way that will make you more intellectual and intelligent.
Yeah, and again, video games can do that. You do have to get creative with some video games. Hell, here's another really good example. Scribblenauts. Any of the games, everything you do, you have to type in words and stuff to solve the puzzles in that game. Especially more so with the later games, which allow you to use adjectives. So in those games, you have to get really creative to solve the puzzles. Video games do stimulate your brain, Mario. But again, now that you would know, you've never played video games. Okay, that's the last time I'm going to say that.
Video games remove that completely. They provide all the stimulation, all the storyline, everything. You just sit back like a drone and you suck it in like a mindless zombie. And that's very devastating. It causes people to become extremely addicted. I'm going to leave this in the description section below. Video game addiction. Go ahead and call if you have a problem. Some of you are going as far, as I mentioned, of losing touch with reality. It's a battle between virtual reality, a false illusionary matrix created by the elite.
Okay, look. The addiction thing and getting sucked into a video game, that kind of thing, like you get so sucked in that you feel like you can't leave. I won't deny that happens. I won't deny that that does happen, but it's not a common thing. And again, you said earlier that doesn't apply to majority of people, but you treat it as such. You treat it as this is what happens a lot. You don't say it, but you seem to be implying it heavily.
With the the fruit of fun. Hey, this is fun. Come on in, take a bite. And before you know it, many of you are losing yourselves in this virtual
Yeah, right
reality.
there. Many of you. That would imply a majority. But you said earlier it's not a majority. But again, you're implying the opposite.
As technology continues to increase and the virtual reality becomes a literal matrix,
it's not a literal
there
matrix.
will be technology
it's
available
not a
to
literal
have
matrix,
us.
Mario. It's not literal virtual reality. It's not a friggin' holodeck. And I doubt we'll even see that technology in our lifetime. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't.
Go into literally another world, and they're going to be able to program senses, and it's going to be very, very advanced, and you're probably not even going to be able to tell the difference between virtual reality and reality. And at that point in the world, they're probably going to be starting to question, what is reality?
Again, it's not going to be a matrix. It's not going to be a holodeck. I don't know if games will even reach that point ever. I don't know. If they do, it's likely not going to be in our lifetime, Mario. But again, you presume that this is exactly where it's going. How do you know that? You don't.
Virtual reality, our real reality, and they're going to go into this insanity. But be vigilant here today. Go outside. God created an amazing creation. We don't need a illusionary, fake version of what God created. So go out there, go hiking, go biking, go snowboarding, enjoy the fresh air. That's another thing. If you're in the virtual reality, you are bound to your home, sitting there on the couch. And by the way, long excessive seating is horrible for your posture. It increases weight. It actually dumbs you down. And also it's just unhealthy in all aspects.
Oh yeah, I will admit, if you just sit all day and do nothing, and eat all day and do nothing, well, yeah, that's gonna be bad for your back, and yeah, that's bad for your health. But video games themselves do not do that. That's just something that's something you might be doing instead of doing nothing on the couch. You might instead be playing video games and sitting on the couch and eating and just playing video games. But you know what else? But you could also substitute movies and TV for that, and it would be the same result.
You're moving, you're getting fresh air, you're using your own imagination to stimulate things, then that's a way better thing. And this is God's design for us. This is Satan trying to lure us in. Now, video games aren't all that bad. I don't want to say that, because if you can play a game here and there...
But you already said that it's satanic mind control. So yeah, you are saying video games are all that bad. Make up your mind.
And it doesn't consume you. You're still going outside. You're still living your life. But, on a Friday night, you have a friend over and you put on a video game. There's nothing wrong with that. It's really about keeping it in balance.
Okay, yeah. For once, I'm actually completely with you on this. It's good to have a balance between, playing video games and your real life. It's not necessarily going outside, but, your real life outside the video game. It is good to have a balance like that. Like, the reason I haven't put up a video in a while, like in a few weeks, because I've been so focused with school, because, summer school sucks. And yeah, I'm having that. It sucks. But that's what happens. You have to focus on school when, I'm on academic warning. So yeah, stuff like that, yeah, sometimes you gotta focus on your real life. So yeah, Mario, I will agree with you. There should at least be a balance between video games and real life. And yes, people can have that balance. So, good on you, Mario. You get a point from me. Although, he seems to muddle this point later on. You'll see what I mean.
But if you become playing games every single day, your relationships are falling apart, your wife is complaining that you're not fulfilling your duties as a man, there's a problem here. Okay, you need to recognize that this has consumed your life. It's grabbing hold of you. You are now bound to this reality, and it's better.
Really? How many wives actually have a problem with this? I mean, I don't deny that this happens, but once again, you seem to be treating this as a majority. And, I mean, again, I don't deny that there probably are marriages that fall apart because of this. I won't deny that that does happen, but again, you're treating this as a majority, and that this always happens. You're implying this happens all the time, and I know for a fact it doesn't. I will give you 3 good examples of YouTubers, actually, that this does not apply to. 1, Stephen George, married to a very lovely lady named Mal. He basically has video games as his job, and you know what, they even play video games together. 2, Egraptor, also known as Aaron Hansen, a very lovely wife named Susie, and he is one half of the Game Grumps, and he plays video games all day, and she doesn't mind it. 3, probably the most famous one of all, Total Biscuit, aka John Bain, married to the lovely Genna Bain. And guess what? He also has a son, who's like maybe 10 or 11 years old, I don't know. But he has a son whom he loves very much, and his wife whom he loves very much, and whom also has also been taking care of him constantly because he has cancer and his chemotherapy and whatnot. So no, this doesn't happen all the time. I mean, again, I don't deny that this does happen, but it's not a majority. And there are some wives who do not mind that their husbands play video games. Some of them are perfectly fine with this. I already gave you 3 examples, like really perfectly good examples, that disprove your point.
Then your relationships and stuff. So instead of working on developing a better relationship with your wife, your children, being a better man, you are going to work on getting high scores, and then beating high scores, and getting your friends to go online and play little games so that you can all get the high score on this online gaming thing. Very sad, really. I want you to take the time here, if you're stuck in this trap, to sit back for a little moment, look in the mirror, and reflect. Is this really constructive and positive? Because it's absolutely not. They're just basically mind controlling you.
Whatever.
The television is, they call it TV programming, because, ironically, that's exactly what it's doing.
It's not.
It is.
How about you actually look up what that actually means before you spout bullshit?
Programming the masses and preparing them to accept future events. I'll show you that in a second here. And also it just makes them brain dead. Sitting in front of a television with the magnetic waves coming off the TV.
Magnetic waves? So you're saying magnetic waves affect our brain? No, if we were machines it might, but we're not machines, Mario. What the hell are you talking about?
That's not good for you, staring at a TV screen. Some people even have seizures playing video games because it's shooting so much information in the brain that the human can't even handle.
Show me the studies that show how people. Okay, video games causing people seizures. Well, yeah, I don't deny that happens, but that really only applies to people with who suffer from that kind of stuff. Like, I honestly can't think of a whole lot of games that have bright flashing strobe effect lights or whatever. But there are some video games nowadays that tell you to take a break every now and then. I mean, how often does this happen? Like, people having epileptic seizures playing video games. I want the statistics for this. No, but he won't provide them. He never does. He never provides any proof for anything that he says, actually. He just expects you to listen and believe whatever he says.
They have seizures and they get sick. This actually does occur.
How often, though? How often does it occur? I don't deny that it happens, but you seem to, once again, you're implying that this happens a lot. How often does it actually occur? Give me the studies and the statistics for this. Oh wait, he never does.
Not the best thing to be in. Now, like I said, it does prepare mind control for the masses, what the elite are actually doing. So the satanic cabal that controls the world recognizes now that video games are becoming even more popular than movies. So no matter what has more influence, they are going to capitalize on that. That's where they are going to invest in mind control. So when we look at games like Grand Theft Auto, what we are actually seeing here is preparation for the chaotic time that's to come. If you've watched my New World Order Exposed video series, you do know that the elite are trying to create chaos in society. And in order to create the New World Order, they need chaos so that they can bring about their new system. And video games like Grand Theft Auto are basically programming the masses to be chaotic, lost people.
Sure,
You're spending all day shooting people, robbing stuff, stealing cars, and doing all the things that the world will unfortunately start doing when the chaos ensues and we start seeing manifesting this social just collapse, where society collapses. There's going to be martial law, and they want you to react like this. This is what they are trying to
React like what exactly? Can you give me some specific gameplay footage, like, to help your points? Oh wait, you didn't even bother to do that. Like, no specific screenshots, no gameplay footage from this or any other game that he's going to talk about. Like, he's going to get to Call of Duty in a minute, as it says right there. He doesn't even give any gameplay footage from that. Mario, it would help you if you even tried to show some evidence. Like, you could probably just go to some gaming channel, just grab some footage from there, put it in your video. But no, you don't even bother to do that. How lazy are you? Like, you want us to believe this? Well, show us some evidence. I don't even care if it's any good. Just at least make the effort to try. But no, he doesn't do that.
Society, a bunch of people who can no longer think, and when stuff fully falls apart, this is how they're going to react, because they've been mind controlled by their television to do so. So this is to prepare the masses for the coming chaos in society, the civil war that they are trying to create. That's why they are trying to create division right now. So this is going to prepare them. And then there's another popular video game, I think it's the most popular, Call of Duty, preparing them for check this out, this is actually World War III. It's
not, it's Modern Warfare 3. Yeah, in the trailer it has a W right there, and then it flips to M. It stands for Modern Warfare 3. It's not actually preparing you for World War 3, you idiot. It's mindless fantasy. And just as a random question, I wonder how he thinks of a Call of Duty Advanced Warfare that takes place in the future. I wonder what he thinks of that. He doesn't get to that, actually. He probably doesn't even know that game exists.
Subliminally programming people. They are preparing people for the Call of Duty for World War III, and here they go, mission after mission, fighting and shooting up, and they go and they work on their teams, literally preparing the masses to go and fight ISIS, this big war that they're instigating there, that they're basically engineering. They are preparing you with this Call of Duty video game. So you're gonna be a better soldier in those times when people are going to be just joining the army, because it's going to be an absolute all-out war in the world. You will have been prepared by the elite through their mind control. And Grand Theft Auto, chaos, World War III, programming, and on it goes. But those two...
Again, show me some gameplay footage to even... Again, show me footage. At least make the effort of attempting to prove your point. At least, I don't care if the evidence is good or not. At least make the effort to show me gameplay. Come on now. Are you even trying?
Or the two main ones. Now, I'm just going to point something out. I found this hilarious meme online. This is me, and I must be an atheist. I don't allow fun, apparently. But you know what? That's really sad. And I'm actually going to make a video on this afternoon, because this broke my heart to see that the world is so brainwashed and lost that when you say that video games are bad, movies are bad, that automatically they think, oh, no, he's trying to take all my fun away.
No, they're not saying that. They think that you don't have fun. They think that you're just an unfun person, that you don't allow video games or movies or TV like that because, well, a lot of people find that stuff fun to watch or play, but you don't like any of that stuff, apparently. They perceive this idea that you don't like any of that stuff. I don't think they're entirely accurate. I'm willing to bet that there's probably a few movies, probably a few TV shows that you liked watching, you find fun. I mean, I don't think that that them saying that you're trying to take away fun, which okay, actually I don't know if they're even saying that. But yeah, I don't. If it's true that if what they're saying is actually true, they've actually said stuff like this. I don't think it's entirely unwarranted. It's not entirely accurate, but let's face it, it's not. Why do you think they're saying this stuff anyway, Mario? It's not hard to understand why they would say something like that.
Are you serious? That's what you think is fun? Really? That's sad. That is extremely, extremely sad, and I really feel bad for you. I'm going to say a prayer for you because that just blows my mind to think that the world is becoming so brainwashed they don't even know what true fun is.
I'm sorry,
I have
what?
fun, trust me, and you can too. And sitting in front of a video game machine all day long, being a brain dead zombie, not working on your relationships with your wife, that's not fun. Here I am last winter snowboarding with my good friends. If you notice my friend here, his snowboard says I'm having more fun than you, because I legitimately am. I'm going out in nature,
So wait, you're saying that going outside, snowboarding, or perhaps playing sports like that, and going out in the water, which he's about to say, you think that's fun? Okay, that you find that fun? Fine, and I know people find that fun. My dad is one of them. He likes to be outside. He likes to work out, play sports, stuff like that. He finds that fun. That's fine. But if people want to play video games, watch movies, or watch TV because they find that fun, fine, let them do that. But no, to you, that stuff's not fun. Being outside, that's real fun. I'm sorry, who the f*** made you the authority on fun, asshole? If people want to play video games and movies, whatever, because they find that fun, fine. If you find snowboarding or just being outside in general, you find that fun, fine. Leave those people alone and we'll leave you to your stuff. Who are you to say what's actually fun, jackass? You do not get to tell, if you want to call movies, TV, video games, Illuminati, mind control, fine. I don't care. It doesn't surprise me that you say that, and it's stupid, but whatever. You're not being a condescending asshole. But when you tell people that, no, video games, movies, TVs, that's not real fun. This stuff, that's real fun. Then you can go fuck yourself. Fuck you. You do not get to tell people what is real fun. Go screw yourself, Mario.
Snowboarding, doing big method grabs off 20-foot jumps, ripping and shredding down the hill with the boys. We go out on the water boating, wakeboarding. We spend a lot of time in the sun, outdoors, canoeing. We go to the gym all the time. We have great discussions. We read. We're very business oriented. A lot of my friends own properties and we're really invested into maintaining those properties, and we're going to try and flip homes, so we spend a lot of time doing this. We're being men, okay? And that's fun.
Again, also, who are you to decide what being a man is? Huh? I mean, I already had this discussion in the MLP video. He doesn't get to decide what being a man is. Hell, the part of that video was him saying what being a true man is. It's being whatever the stuff that the Bible said. But now here he is saying that being outside, sports and whatnot, that's real. That's what being a real man is. What happened to what you said last time? So now being a man is not being caring, loving, kind, or sense of whatever. That kind of stuff, what the Bible says? No, now you're saying that being a man is stuff like this? Make up your mind, Mario.
That's cool. All right, so and I'm going to stay tuned for my video. I'll probably post it this afternoon because this is an epidemic of mind control, and people don't even know how to have fun anymore. I'm going to make a video to show you what...
You sound like an old man. People don't know how to have fun anymore. Oh, you darn kids. My lawn. Ow. Oh, man voice. Hurts my throat. But anyways, you sound like an old man when you say that. Oh, people don't know how to have fun anymore. What happened to the good old days? back in my day. Seriously? Come on. And you're like in what, your 20s? People don't have fun anymore? You sound like an old man. Get over yourself.
What real fun is, apart from video games, and if that's all you think fun is, oh, that's really sad. So what we're going to do here, I'm going to close off by playing the trailer for Games Exposed, and following the trailer, I'm also going to upload directly after this video, The Elder Scrolls Exposed. He does fantastic work, and like I said, I don't necessarily play video games myself, so that doesn't allow...
So yeah, you shouldn't have made a video on this, but if you never play video games, don't fucking talk about them. People criticize Nia Sarkeesian for doing that, and they're right to do that. So I'm going to criticize you for doing that, asshole.
Allow me to be able to do exposés like he can. So I'll play his thing, check it out. But there you go, everyone. Video games are mind control for the masses. They're not necessarily bad in themselves.
But you said they're satanic mind control, and that, oh, that's not actually fun. So you are saying that they are that bad. Stop contradicting yourself.
A little game here and there. Do not let it consume you and become a gamer.
Okay, so I'm really confused. Do you think video games are bad or not? I don't know. You're saying that playing them every now and then is fine, but that they're also satanic mind control. So what is it? Are they only mind control when you play them all the time? I would assume that the mind control would have to affect you even if it's your first time playing it. I don't know. His point is muddled.
Where absolutely you just, become one of those dumbed down individuals. And there's more to life. And stay tuned for my video this afternoon. I'll show you how to have actual, real fun. Make sure to subscribe to Games.
Yeah, he didn't actually upload that video. I don't know if he'll ever upload it. If he does, I may or may not respond to that.
Thanks for taking the time. This is the Vigilant Christian saying God bless each and every one of you. As always, stay vigilant and fear no evil.
Okay, so that's the end. Again, I will link to the Elder Scrolls video in the description below if you want to watch it. Maybe someone else can make a response to it. I don't know. But I'll be honest, this has to be him at his most condescending and arrogant. He says that video games are not actual fun. Sports and being outside, that's what real fun is. Mario, go fuck yourself. Seriously. Go fuck yourself. Forget. That's all for me. I'm really angry. Look, I gotta go to work in just a second. Maybe I can clear my head there. I'll see you guys later. Take care.